Hey everyone, so I'm back with a tutorial. This is the look that I was wearing in my most recent makeup haul. I wanted to film a tutorial on it anyway, but I did get a lot of requests to do so that was just icing on the cake. Basically, it's just colored mascara and really kind of just glowy skin. That was the my only focus basically. And colored mascara is just like a subtle but kind of like pop that I think is just really flirty and pretty. And in case you were wondering how to wear color mascara, because I don't know, you look at it and you're like, how am I really gonna wear that and make it wearable? So yes, that's what this is. And then I just do very what I consider highlighted and glowy skin. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face, and as far as primer, I used the Hard Candy Sheer Envy 12-Hour Power Primer. And for foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the color 228 Soft Tan. To apply it, I'm just going to use this flat top kabuki brush that I got from Crown Brush. So I always just pour a little bit on the back of my hand and dip the brush in there and then just stipple it on my face, because stippling it gives the most coverage when you kind of just pounce it into the skin. And once I've stippled it all over, then I'll go back and do circular motions just to make sure that I blend everything and there aren't any streaks. You always want to make sure that you blend your foundation down your neck at least a little bit to make sure that it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. Okay, so next for concealer, I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color 20 Sand, which is pretty bright, but I'm going for a really highlighted look. So I just do a triangle under my eyes, and then a little bit on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and on my chin. So we get this warrior princess look. And to blend that out, I'm just using my beauty blender, which you can actually use wet or dry, I feel. And it's like bam, super bright. When you go with a really highlighted under eye, you kind of want to make sure that you highlight the other areas of your face that would stick forward, so that you just don't have a really bright under eye and then nothing else kind of balances it out. It'll look a lot more odd. To set my under eyes, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and go with the color Lyric, which is this yellow shade here, and then there's Levitation and Lucid. I mainly go in with the yellow one, but I actually kind of just mix all of them together, and I'll set it with this Real Techniques contour brush. And this palette is super brightening. These colors on their own are very brightening. I want to set the middle of my forehead, my nose, my Cupid's bow, and my chin. So now that we have that, it's like very, very, very bright. I just want to go in and set the rest of my face and kind of just blend out the highlighted areas. I'm going to use the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation in the color Warm Beige. And I'm going to use a Real Techniques powder brush. I kind of just do the same thing where I stipple it on my face, and I'll go over all the areas, including the ones I just set that lighter powder on, so it's not super contrasting. So to contour, I'm going to use the Balm's Bahama Mama bronzer, which I've been hitting massive pan on, and this crown brush is the C473 Pro Contour brush. And I'm going to find where I guess my natural hollow of my cheek would be, which is like right above my ear. And you could suck in if you want to. And you can just see where it goes in. And I'm just going to place the color like right there. Very lightly. And then I'm just going to use this brush to kind of blend it out also. And to blend that out even further, I'm going to use this Sedona Lace FB03. This is just like a tulip shaped brush. So I use it to blend out a harsh contour, drag the color up around my forehead, and then like down my chin also. A little bit under my lip, the tip of the nose. So as far as blushes, I'm using ColourPop's Holiday and Quarters. I'm going to take a Crown C426 dual fiber brush and just go back and forth in between the two of them and lightly dust this on my cheeks. You could use these blushes underneath powders and they actually work fine on top of powders also. So now I'm just going to fill in my brows off camera, and I'm going to use the NYX Tame frame, which is not what I used to fill in my brows in that video, but I picked this up recently and I've actually really been enjoying it. And I'm just going to set them with the L'Oreal Brows Stylist Plumper, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've primed my lids already with the Lorac Behind The Scenes eye primer, and I'm going to be using the Urban Decay's Naked 3 palette and do the look that I pretty much always do whenever I use this palette. So the first color I'm going to take is Limit, which is a mauve, like a matte light pink mauve color, and just sweep this in my crease, from outer crease to the inner crease. Well, actually a little bit above my crease because I have a very hooded eyelid. I'm going to take Strange and place this on my brow bone, which I should have done this first. And this is a Crown C422 fat short crescent brush. So using the brush that comes with the palette, I'm going to take the color Trick and apply it all over my lid. Trick is my most favorite color in the entire palette, but I find that it's like the most difficult to work with. So basically I kind of just dig the brush in there, swiping it, and then I press it onto my lids so that I don't get a ton of fallout and I get the most color payoff. And then lastly, I'm just going to take a little bit of Nooner and deepen up the crease a little bit more to define it. This is a Sedona Lace EB15 brush. Now I'm just going to go back in with Limit on a clean blending brush and just blend everything. So for my bottom lid, I'm going to take Nooner and a little bit of Mug Shot and just sweep it along the lower lash line here. And I also use a little bit of Dark Side right on the outer lower lid there. So now we're ready for the star of the show. I'm going to take the NYX Color Mascara in blue and then the NYX Color Mascara in Forget Me Not. And basically just alternate between the two of these, just layering them until I get the color payoff that I want. I really like the lavender color, but it's not as pigmented as the blue, so I kind of use the blue as a base and then just go ham with the lavender color until I like what I see. So this part I'm going to speed through because it's going to be the most lengthy. Alright, so these are the finished eyes. If you wanted to make it even more dramatic, you could throw on some false lashes that you liked but didn't really care about, and then just layer mascara on top of them, because this basically is just a colored mascara. It's really not doing much else for my lashes as far as like volumizing them. I really love it if they were like super thick and full and blue and purple. But I think it's just a really fun way to wear colored mascara. So now I'm just going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow Highlighter. If you don't have it, you can use like a bronze gold eyeshadow and it should work just as nicely. And this is a NYX fan brush. So lastly for the lips, I'm using Milani's Matte Naked. And to finish it off, I'm using NYX's Apple Strudel Butter Gloss. Okay, so this is the completed look. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.